మాస్టర్ మైండ్స్ కామర్స్ చదవాలనుకునే 10th ఇంటర్ విద్యార్థుల తొలి ఎంపిక.
Hi, hello, namaste, and welcome to the promotional shows of the Pan India films Kannappa. I have with me Mr. Shiva from Industry Heat and Mr. Raja Babu from
Filmy Beat.
Filmy Beat, and we three of us having with us the ultimate superstar of the Indian screen, Akshay kumar ji, and the title roller, Kannappa title roller Manchu Vishnu ji are with me, with all of us. Sir, namaste and welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
Namaste, Paji.
Namaste.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Sir, first of all, an actor, a star of your stature, before accepting a character, there will be so many considerations. When you have accepted this character in Lord Shiva's character in this film Kannappa, what was your first consideration?
Do you think मेरी इतनी औकात है, मतलब do I have that much audacity to consider to play Lord Shiva? I don't think so.
Okay.
So when it's a blessing to get a role like this and to even come and do something to play Lord Shiva.
Okay.
And I've been very lucky in my life to play something.
And at the same time, the character, your feeling about Lord Shiva is different, and about the depth of the character, the designing of the character is also must be triggering.
Sorry,
What is that you have considered? Of course, your feeling about the Lord Shiva,
Yeah.
and the way the character is designed by the director. How? What is that particularly? What is that you have
Do you
chosen?
think there was anything designed? I'm just playing Lord Shiva.
Hmm.
There's nothing designed. All the designing is for his character.
Okay.
My character, I'm just looking at him and what kind of a devotee he is and how much he loves me. That's all my character is. There's nothing much to play. I just have to be calm and just play. That's it.
So how did you land up in this project, sir?
How did I land up? He landed up at my house. He landed up at my office. He told me that's something I have to do. I have to play this role, and he has this. And he gave me a whole explanation. And on that itself day, I told him, yes, let's do it. And
Sir,
wow,
it is a very important character. Why Akshay Kumar, sir?
I think I said that many times. For me, when I started writing the script, I saw Lord Shiva and Parvati as my mother and father.
Okay.
And the way I wrote it also is that I remember seeing my mother and father in their 30s when I was a kid, how they used to banter. They love each other immensely, but the way they banter. And it's not like my father's always straight. For me, God is not always there, straight sitting. That's my version.
Right.
I believe Father, he's like my father.
Right.
And I couldn't think of anybody else other than Mr. Akshay Kumar, because in 2015, when I first said, okay, this is how Lord Shiva is going to talk and this is how he would say it to Kannappa, I know for some odd reason, the first picture which came to me was only Mr. Akshay Kumar.
Right.
There was no one else. Maybe it was Daiva Sankalpam is what we say it in Telugu.
Right.
And I would also look at it like Lord Shiva chose particular characters in this movie, and he probably said, no, it's only he who has to do it. Nobody else is allowed to do this in this movie, is what I look at it. If you believe in divine intervention or divinity, that's what I believe.
Right.
And generally, we had a lot of pressure. I personally had a lot of pressure because when I first reached out through the regular channels, when I wasn't getting the answer that they said he wouldn't be interested. They never said he's not interested.
Right.
They said he wouldn't be interested. I said, okay, let me hear it from the man's mouth itself that he will not do it. So I relentlessly went after him. And, I never gave up. And it was pressurized for me because 50% of the movie was over. And, half the time the director and everybody was like, okay, you're going, you have to go back and shoot, that character, Lord Shiva's scenes. Who have you finalized? I said, no, he'll only do it. And ultimately he did it.
Previously he did the mythological characters in Oh My God. Rama in one character, Lord Krishna in one character, and the other is the Shiva character. Have you that resemblance worked out within your mind?
Not really, because if you look at Oh My God Part 2, honestly I didn't see the movie, but I saw one song which one of my best, closest buddies is Ganesh Acharya Master.
Oh,
He's very, very good. I was the one who brought him to Telugu film industry.
okay.
And, he's very close. He said, Vishnu, aapko ek song dikhao. And he played that song where, he's sitting in front of thousands of people and, hundreds of people and he's doing that. Phenomenally choreographed.
Okay.
And that was the only thing I saw. But for me, it's very different from how he looks in that film for this, because we all have a picture of God in our heads.
Yeah.
And how much ever I want to experiment, I cannot deviate from what it is. So that's how I did it. It was easy for him because he's a Mahashiv Bhakt. So
Playing Krishna and Shiva, like mythological characters playing, is not new for you. What was the different experience from the Kannappa?
No, it is the same.
Say,
Yeah. Because see, जैसे ये बता रहे हैं that once you have a picture in your head, like how your God is going to be, then after that you cannot create in a different way. And Lord Shiva has to be like Lord Shiva, what is there in my head. And I just play it straight away. There's nothing devious about it. There's anything I can't divert myself in any way. I just have to play it very straight. So there's no difference. So,
when approached Vishnuji for this character, what was first reaction from you, sir?
in 5 minutes, I was okay with it. But he was telling me about the whole film. He took 2 hours to tell me. I took, in my mind, I had decided in 5 minutes that I want to do the film. And he told me that I have to play Lord Shiva.
Okay.
So what is the homework and research you have done for this character, sir? How many days it took you to mold into the Lord
No,
Shiva?
sir, I didn't. I just went and I just played it. Because I had already played Lord Shiva. So I just played it. And only the dialogues were different.
And as far as the get-up is concerned, as far as your this thing, that divine feeling is concerned, you need to work out something. Na? To that part, what is the, is there any extra exercise or any extra effort?
To be honest, sir, I didn't. I didn't do any extra effort or anything. I just played the way I can close my eyes and feel how Lord Shiva would be. That's
Sir, a star of your stature in a film means we also expect a screen time also. The character, how much time you are seen in the screen, what is the length of the screen, what is the prominence of the screen. In that aspect, what are your considerations?
how much time I have in the film?
Yeah.
I have 18 minutes.
18 minutes.
18 minutes of the film I'm there.
Okay.
So I think
Almost it is-
my mistake also is that I haven't shown Akshay ji any of the footage yet.
Okay.
Okay, he's been very, very considerate and kind for me for allowing me to do that. Because otherwise, an actor of his stature, they don't allow that.
Okay.
Because we were editing, we are fine tuning. As we are talking, also it's getting fine tuned. But his portion is over. But I want him to see the entire movie in totality.
Okay.
He's in the first frame of the movie,
Okay.
and he's in the last frame of the movie.
Okay.
So he's that. If you're going to look at his screen presence, only what his dialogues are on the screen will be 18 minutes. But in Hindi, it's about 2-3 minutes extra. But the entire length of it is that he's there in the entire 3-hour movie. Because without him, the movie doesn't go forward.
So the film is about Kannappa and about how his feeling changes.
Sir, actually, the Kannappa is much related to the South India, and he is the Nayanar of the South mythology. What is that knowledge you have about the Kannappa story and
So I heard for the first time about the story. I didn't know about Kannappa.
Okay, okay,
I came to know through him only.
okay.
I didn't know anything about the character. And
That was a character done by the great Rajkumar, Kannada Rajkumar ji,
that's what
and
he-
even Krishnamuraju ji also did the
Yes.
characters. So such a Kannappa means the ultimate devotee of Lord Shiva.
What he
Shiva.
means by Nayanar is there are 63 Nayanars. Nayanars are Shiva's greatest devotees in Shiva Purana.
Okay.
And number 13 is Kannappa.
Kannappa.
And he was the first tribal man to be in the list of all the greatest devotees of Lord Shiva. So Nayanar is what they call them.
That getting the position of Nayanar itself is a very big respect in this cult, in Lord Shiva's cult. That is the greatness of Kannappa. Yeah.
I just heard the story and I did it. And
Sir, many stars feels insecure to play multi-stars, but you never feel that kind of insecure. In this movie, there are a lot of big stars like Prabhas and Mohanlal ji. So, what is the screen space you have, and what is the experience you?
I
with
had
this?
no scenes with them.
Okay.
And I don't see a film how many stars are there. I see a film and I do a film because if I find the story interesting, that it should be told to the audience. And it doesn't matter if there are 7 heroes also. I have done many films which has
Yes.
many characters. For me, what matters is a hit film. What matters is a story which has to be narrated to the audience. That's what matters. It's never about what is my role.
Sir,
So-
since you both acted together, how do you complement each other and what is the observation about each other, sir?
So my observation about Vishnu is that he is very focused.
Right.
He's hands down with all the work from being a producer to be an actor. Everything he himself does it. I think editing also, as he's rightly saying it,
Right.
that he's been doing it, songs, recording, everything. He could easily sit down and relax, but he himself has done it. So hats off to him to have one focus. And he's been with this film Kannappa since how many years now?
Last 10 years.
Last 10 years. And in between, how many films have you done?
6, 7 films.
6,
8
7.
films. 8 films. I did 8 films in between.
8 films. And you've been with Kannappa. So his focus with this film has been extraordinary. So, and that's what I've seen about him.
See, for me, when I was watching Mr. Akshay Kumar, the earlier question also, what you had asked, when you had asked, how did he prepare for it? That was the only similarity which I feel, there are a lot of similarities between my father and him in terms of thing. Father's known to be a very strict disciplinarian and, respecting time. The same thing I saw, Mr. Akshay Kumar is. He respects time and automatically everything falls in place. And I asked my father one day, you gentlemen know about the characters. Yes. So there was one movie I said, I sat him, so how did you prepare for that role? He said, I don't know. I just put the makeup on, I went to the location and I said, this is how this guy is going to do. And I do that. Let it be one of his biggest blockbusters or everything. That's what I felt like. The same thing which I noticed Mr. Akshay Kumar was that I saw him in his house, then I met him at the hotel, we were just talking casually. Then of course you see him in many things. But the minute he put on the makeup and he came on over there, I don't think he realizes it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
He's a different person, he a lot of people, when you think that, this is how Lord Shiva would have behaved, so, they'll be stiff or they'll be... I saw the way I wanted Mr. Akshay Kumar exactly like how Lord Shiva would be there. I don't think he will realize that. But when I saw in the film, his body language, everything, it came on like that.
Okay.
And one thing which I learned from him is that you commit to something, give 100%. Now I'll talk with the producer's hat about Mr. Akshay Kumar. They first said he works only for 8 hours. Everybody were like, okay, only comes 8 hours and all that. We were like, okay, done. He's coming for 8 hours, we'll do. So we did our homework. Yeah. Because we are not used to doing 8 hours. We are used to doing 10 hours. Sometimes they come and tell us heroes, to us. Heroes are the least respected people on the location because the character actors, everybody else do 2-3 shoots, in a day. The dates issues, at least for us in Hyderabad. So we have to accommodate a lot, But when he came on set, we thought, okay, when is he going to, okay, we factored only 6 hours because he might eat or, he might go to the relax or... He stood there on the stage where we were doing the thing. He got down, only said, Vishnu, we'll have lunch. And he ate, and in 25 minutes, he was back over there. So then we realized that, okay, he's not going to sit. So we said, everybody working food for everybody, there's no break. If he's sitting down, that's when everybody sits down. So for me, the dedication as an actor, I learnt a lot.
Okay.
And then there's a Hindi version of it. So Hindi version, they wrote it a little Grandic style, more like, very, very formal style.
Okay.
Because my director has a grip on Mahabharata and everything. So, he lived with that script for long. So next day I was talking to Mr. Akshay saying that if it's too difficult, sir, you can tell us, we'll make it more colloquial and all stuff. I said, no. I already sent the script to another gentleman, a veteran, and I took a few inputs from him. I'm game, I'm ready. I already know these things.
Okay.
So he did his homework. He came over there with the dialogues and everything. And the minute he started performing there, for me, okay, this is my Shiva.
Yeah.
Okay. And yes, in between shots, we joke, we do and all this. But then he was also, subconsciously,
Yeah.
he wasn't, cracking too many jokes. He was all,
That is exactly what I want to ask Mr. Akshay Kumar ji is very, very popular about pranking and about his jovial temperament. He plays a lot of pranks. But Lord Shiva is such a devotional character, such a God character.
the minute he
And he needs to be very serious or like this.
How do you know that?
How did you
Lord-
match that?
How do you know that Lord Shiva was not?
a prankster.
He's also jovial.
Nobody knows this.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember playing Maharaja Prithviraj Chauhan.
Yes.
So the photograph which they have drawn in a history book,
Yeah.
I'm sure in a history book, is a little bit, quite a lot plumpish Prithviraj Chauhan. And now nobody has seen Prithviraj Chauhan. Maharaj, they have not seen, anybody has seen. But they have, somebody has sketched it. But according to me, if Maharaja Prithviraj Chauhan cannot be this plumpish, because his sword itself was 35 kilos.
Wow.
So he had to be an athletic person.
Yeah.
He cannot be. So everybody has their own visual and vision about. So we don't know.
Okay.
I think Lord Shiva had a great sense of humor also. Yeah, why not? What is wrong with it? I mean, say to have a great sense of humor is.
Blessing.
The fun part is that in that particular set or in this unit, Mohan Babu Garu, such a pranking person, such a jovial person. Vishnu is also, of course, he responds well to his father's pranks. And the other artists
See, I'll tell you, everybody has a child in them.
Okay.
Nobody who's not a prankster. Everybody has a child.
Okay.
You are a prankster. And I'm sure every morning you must be getting up. Some of your friends must be sending you a joke.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And you love to read it and laugh.
100%.
Whether it's a meme or a joke, everybody wants to laugh. And especially nowadays, with the time how it is going, there's so much of stress. The most important thing is to laugh.
Yeah. That is
Laugh
important.
and be happy.
Be happy.
What is the point of working in a set if there is no laughter? Everybody, has to be a place of enjoyment.
Okay.
Enjoyment is one of the most important. Yes, focus. Focus is there. You cannot live without being focused. But at the same time, your heart should be very light.
Right.
And that is how I have said and I keep myself maintained in life.
Sir,
Personally also you are the devotee of Lord Shiva? Or?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Today actually we were supposed to go to Mahakal.
Oh. Mahakal.
But due to some reasons we didn't.
Okay.
सर पहले साउथ में तेलुगु में legendary NTR was the iconic figure for the mythological roles. Now you are becoming a brand for the mythological roles. So what is the mythological character impacted on you other than the Shiva, sir? Other mythological character
Which you would like to portray other than Lord Shiva.
Okay, do you want me to tell you what other character I would like to? Shivaji Maharaj.
Wow.
Because nowadays I've been listening to a lot of stories and the kind of mind he had. He was a very, very, very smart man. And the way he used to handle everything, his enemies, his diplomacy, I think that's one character I would love to play.
Vishnu ji, if మోహన్ బాబు గారు చాలా నాలెడ్జబుల్ పర్సన్, మన హిస్టరీ తెలిసిందంతా ఆయనకు మరొకరికి తెలియదు. ఈ సినిమాను డైరెక్ట్ చేసే అవకాశం ఆయనకి ఇవ్వకుండా ఇతనికి ఎందుకు ఇచ్చారు?
So he's asking, your dad knows quite a lot about it. Why didn't you ask him to direct rather than this director?
Okay.
See, I don't think my father is a director. Okay, but every actor believes, at least I might be wrong, but every actor believes they can be a director. But we would be probably good at directing a shot or believing that, giving a little bit of inputs to the director. But people like my father, if he becomes a director, the actors would be probably beaten up every day. So that's the reason why, that's the reason why, jokes apart, I don't think my father ever had the mindset to direct. Dad's
Direct.
famous for losing his
Vishnu,
temper.
what was Mohan Babu Garu's first reaction when you have taken Akshayji in the role of Lord Shiva?
So he was very supportive right from beginning. What he said was, will he accept it?
Okay.
What he asked. I said, I want to try it out. Yeah, he's a fine actor. He shouldn't have a problem. Should I call up somebody and ask him? I said, no, I'll try it on my own. I'll go through the right channels. Let me just reach out to him in the proper way.
So previously, do you have any acquaintance with Akshayji?
Not really.
Not really.
Not
Okay,
really.
okay.
But one thing which my father told very clearly when I went to, meet him, and once he accepted to do it, he said only one thing very clearly. You have to first give him respect when he comes onto the set.
Okay.
Okay? This is the way we respect everybody. Never go down on that. Second thing, make sure whatever you have agreed to give him, okay, you give that to him as soon as you guys are on the dates you agree.
Right.
But I'm grateful for Mr. Akshay Kumar also, because there were times where I wasn't able to give the money on time. He never pushed me. No, I'm honest. No actors. No, the thing is,
yes. That's
he
very
finished his dubbing.
Okay, let's go next.
No, he finished his dubbing.
Okay.
He finished acting there. He didn't even sign his agreement. And I said, no, sir, it's okay if you don't sign, I told him. On the last day of shooting, he said, no, it's not for you, Vishnu. It's not for me, it's for you, tomorrow, for you to be safeguarded. I'm signing this agreement and I'm sending it. He was very gracious. See, it's not, the reason why I hold Mr. Akshay Kumar over here is not just because he's a phenomenal actor or he's a great actor, not just that. For a human being, what he is.
Okay.
These things people have to talk, because he'll never talk about it. Okay. I was really, touched by his gesture. He didn't demand the entire money as soon as the shooting, because only 4-5 days shooting అయిపోయింది, then you don't know whether he'll give the money or not. Then I sent the movie because he had to dub it, because I had to edit it. And he dubbed it, he sent it. And, I'm really grateful for him being accommodating also.
Okay.
But and by the way, he did say his Telugu lines.
Oh,
Yeah, he spoke in Telugu. The Telugu version he spoke.
Okay. Telugu version.
Yeah, Telugu version.
Dubbing.
Not the dubbing, the on location when you have to mouth the dialogues.
Dialogue.
He used a tech right now, the AI tech, where it's your own voice which comes on to Telugu.
Who gave voice in Telugu to?
His own voice. Because see, what happens is that today there's artificial
Technology.
intelligence.
Yes.
Be replaced his.
So
As
whatever
far as the money is
mistakes,
concerned, you are the good paymasters. You have a wonderful name in that aspect. You might have hold it just to continue his relationship. That might be the reason.
No, even though I have his number, every day I want to say, and I'm excited to text him, but I hold back saying that no. Let's just text him only on his movie releases or his birthday, and let's respect that space.
Actually, you have the combination of with the Parvati's character,
Kajal.
and three of us. You have the combination. You don't have the combination with any others.
He has one with one person.
Mohan Babu.
No. My son.
Oh.
Abram.
What the character he played?
He played my younger version.
Younger version. Okay. So only 4 combination. You did any work in New Zealand?
No. Everything.
The entire thing is done here only.
Yeah.
So you are opting roles, different variations. आप केसरी करा, उसका बाद हाउसफुल 5 करा. How you move these kind of characters?
How do I move?
Yeah.
It's actually the love of cinema. And, when I came to the industry, I was only doing action films.
Yes.
You know why? Because I was
You
only
are-
offered action films.
Okay.
I was never given anything else because I was only known for doing action. And every morning I used to get up, go to shoot. Sir, you have to jump from there, you have to jump from here. Now you have to kick, you have to do this. Say some lines, sing a song. Sir, again action. And this is all I did. 7 years passed like this. 7 to 8 years passed like this. And I was like, I didn't know what in life am I doing only beside this. Am I not capable of doing anything else? I looked at myself. I still remember the day when I was coming down from my house. in the lift, there was a mirror. I was just looking at myself. And I stayed on the 12th floor, so it takes time to come down. And that day, I still remember very clearly that I was looking at it and I said, oh, I only do this. Now also I'm going to go and just do some action. Because nobody trusts me that I can perform in something else also. And then I tried and I begged my directors, and slowly I got different character. I said, please trust me, I can do it. Then Priyadarshanji, he came in my life. He gave me Hera Fairy. Then slowly I got Sangharsh. Mr. Mahesh Bhatt gave me that film. Then Guddu Danua, Elan. Slowly life started changing. And then I started doing Toiletic, Love Story, Padman, Airlift, and slowly it just kept on going on. And by the time that is how I kept on doing different kind of roles. I never want one role to match another role. It is my decision, a deliberate decision that I always take.
Sir, are you happy with the productions you did?
Yeah, I'm very happy.
As a producer, yeah.
Sorry?
As a producer.
As a producer? Me or
You.
him? I am very happy.
You also made films, no?
I have made about 35 to 40 films.
सर उतना मुश्किल क्या है सर डायरेक्शन में? उतना मुश्किल क्या है?
नहीं मुश्किल नहीं है. At the moment, I don't have the mindset and the bandwidth to do this. I just want to keep it. You have to be ready for it. He's ready for direction.
Oh, really, sir?
Yeah,
He never revealed, sir.
You wait and watch.
Being so close to him.
Wow.
Mark
really
my
think-
words, he's ready for it, and mark my words, one day you will see him directing.
Oh,
Because he has that thing in him. Because he likes going and telling somebody, even art direction, even this, even the dialogues and everything. He has that with him.
Vishnu garu, this is your first pan-Indian release in Hindi also. So tell us more about the distribution and the release span of the film.
So I think, that's for a later conversation, but I'll just tell it in brief. It's being distributed in Hindi by the Pen Murder group, Mr. Jayantilal Gada and everybody. And as of now, we are looking at opening up in 1800 screens.
Oh.
I just hope and pray it actually goes up, because this is a story which has to be told. And the reason why I'm getting 1800 screens also is because I have the star power of Mr. Akshay Kumar. Okay. Otherwise, I wouldn't find so many screens. And luckily for Kannappa, the distributors believe that it will resonate with, the Hindi heartland also.
Okay, sir.
Thank you,
Okay,
Sir,
thank you, sir.
Thank you
we are
very much.
we are looking for very good roles and iconic roles from you,
Thank
sir.
you, Raja Babu.
Sir, let us spell the date 27th June, going to be the big day for Kannappa, the pan-Indian film of our Vishnu. The first time. And we are all wishing we have a great travel with his family, and it is very lucky that you have you with
Thank you
yours.
again.
So, all the best.
Thank you.
We'll meet in the
27th,
success meet of
27th.
Kannappa.
Sure.
Kannappa, yeah.
సుమన్ టీవీలో మీ పర్సనల్ అండ్ బిజినెస్ ప్రమోషన్స్ కోసం కింది నెంబర్కి కాంటాక్ట్ చేయండి.